Dear Brandon, I'm tentatively scheduled to be in New York City, October 24th. I'll be staying at the Tribeca Blue Hotel. We can do the interview there. Daniel.
You want me to just look at it? I guess I
can get out.
Okay.
This is strange.
Raindrops and roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper.
We all have that one object in our lives that resonates through time. My roommate Jesse has his guitar. My girlfriend Heather has her Vera Bradley purse collection, which I personally put a few $100s into. And my mother has her photo collection. But what about me? Growing up, I was a huge Tim Burton fan, and in 2003 I saw the film Big Fish. I loved the film so much that I decided to go out and buy the book. Unfortunately, Books A Million was out of stock, but there was another Daniel Wallace book on the shelf, Ray in Reverse. I didn't know much about it. The cover had a very pasty man on it in a suit, a button with string hanging from it, and a penny.
It's interesting that you say that, though, because there was a lot of back and forth about the cover of the book and the hardback. I don't know if you read the hardback, but it looks like a young adult book. The cover does, and I thought it was tragic. But yeah, I mean, the audience I write for is a very generalized kind of adult, somewhat literate, readership.
I paid the $13 and began reading it that night. The book had an interesting structure. It told the story of a man's life backwards. A
lot of my books start out in these snippets that I later string together into a bigger book. I didn't conceive of the book all at once in the way that you see it now as a book form. I invented this character Ray and started writing about him, different stories, and eventually I was able to see this structure that I wanted to apply the stories to and have them hang together in this. It was a sad story. I felt like his story was sad, and I don't like to end books really on a completely sad note, so I did it backwards so it would be a little bit more hopeful.
The book spoke to me in so many ways.
It was about death and sex and love and the loss of love, and so I never really thought about it as a kid's book.
I think the reason the story resonated with me so much is because, like the main character, my grandfather also died of cancer.
Sometimes for a reader, symbols can arise out of the story, and that is a good thing, I think. That's a good thing that you want to have happen.
The book helped me cope with his loss through a very hard time in my life by providing answers no one else could. It taught me death is a part of life that everyone endures, and what defines you is how you live your life. I knew my grandfather left a legacy, giving me the inner peace that I needed. Another topic it touched on was a loss of innocence. At 12 years old, it was relevant. I was at the age where I realized I wasn't actually the center of the universe, and the road that lies ahead is not an easy one. It's a sad fact to face, almost as sad as when I realized there wasn't a Santa Claus.
Realizing that you aren't a kid, it takes a really long time. It's like a backlog of time that keeps you from understanding who you really are. I don't think that's unique to Ray. I think it's part of all of our experience.
Ray in Reverse is a very special object to me. It's taught me that nothing lasts forever, and you have to enjoy life while it's here. Live like there's no tomorrow. And that's exactly what I've done.